Hello Virgo and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adriana and I'm going to be giving you a reading for the month of March. And just before I begin, I would like to say that this is a general reading for anyone with a sun, moon, or ascendant sign of Virgo. So it may not be relevant to you personally. If it doesn't, then feel free to check out one of my other videos. Or you can also check out my new Etsy shop, which is linked in the description below. But to get into it, first we have the Queen of Pentacles, which I am seeing this as a family and focusing on family primarily, but it can also mean focusing on income and like your streams of abundance, which does have a connection with the card that I pulled for money and career. But I'm getting more that this card has to do with family because I did pull this card specifically for career and money, so it's going to be related to that. So I'm getting like mothering energy from this. So if you are a mother or even a father, but a parent in some way, that you are being asked for in March to focus on that role and spend more time with your children, and to think about the way that you are parenting. And then also, I'm getting the message that in relation to your income and abundance coming in, the way that you are um, distributing that, how much is going into the children, and how much agency do the children have in what it is that they're getting. So like if you're buying them clothes, do they have agency in what clothes that they can wear? And yes, you can set limits on like, we're only going to buy a shirt that's $20, but let them have more free reign in what it is that they're having, or possibly giving them an actual allowance that then they can use however they choose. And if you aren't a parent, then I'm getting that the secondary energy, or second highest energy, is sibling. So you and your relation with your siblings, and then also your siblings and your relationship with your parents. So those are the main energies coming in from this, but yes, family in general. So this could also be related to your aunts or your cousins, but the nuclear family, not necessarily the traditional nuclear, but this could be step parents as well, stepchildren, but that nuclear sense is what is coming in. And then for your second card, we have the Ten of Wands, which I tend to see as overwork. But I'm getting for your reading that it has to do with doing things in a more efficient way, so that you aren't having to do so much work personally. So like you can have as much work done, but you aren't having to put in as much effort or time in order to achieve the same goals. And this goal can be the work that you're completing itself, and it can also be the rewards that are coming to you. So really figuring out the ways that you can do that, which is going to obviously depend on your situation and what it is that your goals are. But with this card, just see that there are different ways to do that. This card is called Unlimited Ideas. So there are different ideas for how you can do your work. Your mind is one, well, do your work, but achieve your goals. It doesn't have to be work related specifically. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. So, if your goal, say, the random example that popped in my head was make $10,000 a month, but you don't know how to do that. What this card is telling you is that you can ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask God, whoever you would like to go to, and ask, how can I make $10,000 a month? Now, the answer may not be exactly what you're wanting. It might tell you to do different things, like quit your job and do this instead, or do this on top of that. But whatever is being told to you is the answer that is going to get you to your goal. I was going to say easiest, but I was told not to say that, because if you are going to your higher self, or even your oversoul above that, you may not be pleasant. You may not want to do it. So it may not be easy in that sense. They might also want you to do things that maybe isn't actually easy, because they don't care if it's easy or not. They're trying to get you to your goal. And it may be a different goal that they're setting for you than what it is you're looking for. But so like if you're looking for 10,000, they might say, no, we're getting 20,000, for example. But they are going to tell you the way that will actually get to your goal. Whereas what you come up with may not get there, may just have no momentum. And that is because you are not following that inner guidance and the highest path that is available to you. And if you are in that, I just want to let you know that I can empathize, definitely. But, and that I understand that it can be hard to do that, because I am struggling to do that right now. But the more you do it, and the more that you, actually listen and try to put your thoughts and fears aside, the more that is going to come to you, from inspiration, enthusiasm, drive, and then actual, tangible things coming back to you. But for your third card, we have the Queen of Cups, which has to do with your emotions, mastering your emotions, but okay, I think I'm getting that this is about, like I was saying, the going to yourself for your answers and mastering the emotional side of what comes up from listening to the answers you receive and taking the actions that you are guided to do. I was getting that it had to do with the blue, connected with sadness, but I got the word now melancholy. Like there might be a sense of melancholy for giving up on certain ideas, to having to change certain things that you are being guided to do. And so you may have to master and get out of a melancholy that will come in. But what it is that you need to, this was let go, yes, okay. Okay, so I'll do this one first. So what it is that you need to focus on this month is family. And it says, you will find that family and friends will give you a sense of joy and healing. A reunion, return of a friend or relative, old family matters put to rest, reconciliation. So, like I said, you're being asked to focus on family. and have this family time. But with the card added, I'm getting the yes, it has to do with putting old stories aside. Old stories of how you interact with your family, and how you feel about your family. Putting those aside to um, reconcile those emotions, but create a new story with your family. I was going to say fresh start, but it doesn't mean you have to forget. It doesn't mean you have to like um, act like you don't know them. But to begin the emotional aspects afresh, without carrying baggage that might be tied to your ankle. It's very specific, but tied to your ankle, that's slowing you down and slowing your momentum and taking up extra space within your capacity, excuse me, capacity to achieve your goals. Okay, I don't know if that made the most sense, but that was the way that I got that message. Um, okay, and then what you need to let go of. Okay, this makes more sense now. Okay, what you need to let go of for March is inner child, which when I first pulled this, I wasn't sure if that meant that you just needed to get out of inner child work, move past that, because you've been too focused on it. But I'm getting that in relation with the family, and having that fresh start. So you can do inner child work to do that, but also I think it's just telling you that you don't need to focus on continuously doing inner child work. Allow yourself to have that fresh start where you won't be connected to those past traumas and past feelings anymore. So this might not even be about like inner child work specifically, where you have, deeper trauma that's affecting you, but just that it's telling you to let go of that child self, those child memories, and baggage that you're carrying with you. And then what it is that you need to learn in March, we have embrace your power. And so I'm getting this for the, going inside, going to yourself for answers, and knowing that you don't have to go externally to receive the guidance that you are looking for. And that also you have that power to release these traumas that might be holding you back from your childhood. You have that power, and so you don't necessarily have to do inner child work. That is an avenue, but you are powerful enough to get rid of these, okay, not get rid of, cut the ties to this trauma as easily as you can cut cords with someone. So a simple visualization, a simple statement, even, especially doing that right before bed, can be powerful enough to do this for you. Again, this is dependent on you as well and your belief and trust in yourself to do that. But it is possible because you have the power and the power to do anything. And it is time for you to embrace that power, especially in this sense. Take that first step. Oh, I think it's my higher self talking, but like sometimes when I'm doing this, I just get very a little worked up. Like excited, but it's not exactly excitement. It's like worked up, like I have to give this energy. It's like I'm kind of vibrating, and I was getting that with this. Like, it's very important. They really want you to know that you are powerful and that you can take that power as your own. I can feel it when I go like this. Okay, it's just a bit weird. Okay, so I also pulled for your love and relationships, attraction. You may attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, okay. Yeah, so I'm getting slow down and appreciate the moment, be in the moment. So this can, okay. I did a previous reading that was similar that I was getting from that you needed to pay attention to people like around you. And so that was my immediate thought was you might notice someone that you could enter a relationship with, but I was corrected. This is more about you being led to certain activities, certain areas based on you being in the now moment more than your future thoughts. So, more about what it is that you want to do in the moment based on your feeling and your actual desires rather than what it is that you think that you need to do because of a future outcome. And that will cause you to make different choices, which will lead you into different places at different times where you will meet different people. And this will allow you to find attraction to new friends, new romantic partners that you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. Okay, and then lastly, uh, for what it is that you would benefit from changing in your thought patterns for March, we have unnoticed sounds, which is basically just saying that you should actually pay attention to sounds around you. Like take a moment to just sit there, you can close your eyes and listen to every different sound. Like right now, I can hear the buzzing of my laptop and I can't really hear much else. But if I really stop to notice, I might hear birds outside. I might hear, every time I move, I hear the creak of the chair. I might hear, I mean, my cat has been loud, but if I was outside, this would be more beneficial. And so this is more telling you to do it, on like an ongoing basis. But if you're outside, particularly, this is very good exercise because you can hear the wind, you can hear the wind moving the leaves in the trees, you can hear people walking around. You can hear animals rustling in the bushes. You can hear people talking in the distance. You can hear cars in the distance. So there's a lot of different noises that you can pick up on. And I would also say that it might be beneficial to not just hear all the sounds, but try to name them in your mind so that you can kind of get that overview picture of everything and then try and focus on like one sound at a time, and that might help you recognize more of your power. And right before I said it, I wanted to laugh because I mean it seems like such an arbitrary thing that yeah, so what, I can hear only the computer and then I can hear only the chair, but you know, who's to say what's really arbitrary? um, what's the definition, um, you can either view it that everything is extraordinary and so doing that is extraordinary, or everything is arbitrary. And if everything is arbitrary, then cutting off your trauma is not any more special. And if it's not any more special, then why can't you do it? you know so anyways, with that, I will leave you off. I hope you have a wonderful month of March, and I hope to see you again in April. And bye for now.